So when I was asked to recite a poem for National Poetry Month of the April of 2020, it was easy for me to pick a poem. My family has a history of telling one particular poem on Thanksgiving Day, and this one is something that one poem that my grandfather always told and recited, and he always demanded the same, that his siblings would stand up and tell a poem of their own. And even into his 90s, my grandfather would recite this poem with much enthusiasm and energy as possible. And since he passed away, my father has been continuing along with the same tradition. And the way that he recited the poem is the same way that my grandfather recited the poem, and I hope that I give it as much justice as I can and emulate them in the best way possible, and then sharing it with you. So without much further ado, here is The Giant by Charles Mackay. The Giant by Charles Mackay. There came a giant to my door, a giant fierce and strong. His step was heavy on the floor, his arms were 10 yards long. He scowled and frowned, he shook the ground, I trembled through and through. At length I looked him in the face and cried, "Who cares for you?" The mighty giant, as I spoke, grew pale and thin and small, and through his body, as 'twere smoke, I saw the sunshine fall. His blood-red eyes turned blue as skies. He whispered soft and low. "Is this," I cried with growing pride, "is this the mighty foe?" He sank before my earnest face, he vanished quite away, and left no shadow in his place betwixt me and the day. Such giants come to strike us dumb, but weak in every part. They melt before the strong man's eyes and fly the true of heart.